world. You're trying to spit truth. You're trying to wake people up. They're shutting your routers down. You got to have a backup router at this point. If you guys are YouTubers out there, you know what I mean. Okay. What up? Back at it. We got audio over here on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up. Bang. See, well, I was going to have the nice camera, but this works too. All right, so check it. Yo, audio, give me, boom. We got audio, YouTube, planet Earth. Sounds good, fantastic. Let's crush it. All right, so we're back. See, most people lose their beans. I'm so used to it. I'm like, I'm still excited to have a platform. That's where I am right now. You guys, I'm still here. Fantastic. All right. Cool stuff that's going on. All right, let's catch up because we have a bunch of boo-boo in the beginning. And go. So, past 2 weeks, you guys are walking in different worlds. It's different dream sets, a different reality matrix you guys are entering. It's not the same 4D reality or reality. Like I discussed in the past video, we're walking into different timelines. Please pick and choose your heart integrity together over any sort of bell and whistle. That's what I call a bunch of these ET guys that have a bunch of bells and whistles. But, the truth is that doing things organically with nothing but your bare hands and creating magic out of your bare hands, that's something that a lot of these guys forgot. A lot of the technology I was listening to in these downloads of some of these different channels with the Anunnaki is when you have a big war and or any civilization, let's say, that's at a certain height. Let's say Atlantis when it was as lit as it ever was, or Lemuria, and we had all this ancient tech. We get into a big war, stuff gets reset. You got to build yourself up literally from the Stone Age. So what I'm trying to get to, ladies and gentlemen, is having the awareness and knowledge level to research things yourself independently and redo what Tesla did right now, to redo what that scientist in 1974 did, where guys were driving on water in 1974. The guy would not sell his patent to the Jagaloons, and they whacked him at Flagstaff Cracker Barrel, and he was poisoned. Okay. Same thing with the guy that created a rotary engine. It was a magnetic motor. Each magnetic motor that was the size of basically an apple box could run 3 houses 24 hours a day, 365 with whatever power outage you wanted. And he wouldn't sell, again, his patent to the powers that were, and again, got whacked. What I'm trying to say is, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing you got to understand, if you're going to create a new type of device on this planet, do not patent it. Do not patent it. You basically just red flagged yourself, your social security number, and your address to the government that does not want you to have it. So let's be really smart, shall we? Just want to be real with that. We've had scientists contact Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is asked questions, even though he's he takes his orders from DARPA. We all know this, if you don't know this. But so some of the things that the guy knows is that, people have come to him like, hey man, we can make a better battery, bro. Hey man, we can give you a battery that lasts 1,000 miles, 5,000 miles. Why are you using this, these lithium batteries? The issue is that he apparently, in response to some of these guys from these scientists, that he does this technology exists, and he says, hey bro, I can only go so fast. Okay, that's for the civilian world, that's for the public world, that's not for the military world, just to be absolutely clear. Okay, they got fusion engines they're trying to get to Mars very, very quickly. Okay, what else? They got Pentagon videos released in HD of UFOs flying over the Atlantic. Okay, what they're not telling you about that footage is that is the zoomed out footage. What they didn't want to freak you out with was that camera on those F-16s or those F-22 Raptors. They zoomed right into the cockpit of that ship, and there's an ET driving it. That's what they don't want you to know. Okay, that they don't think the public is ready for that. Okay, it's one thing to see a UFO at a great distance. It's another thing to see a UFO and the guy going, yo, what up? Like throwing up a peace sign like Maverick from Top Gun. That's a little different, okay? So come on, keep up with what they're really trying to show you. They're trying to test the waters on the public. Can you guys handle this? What I'm trying to say is some of the stuff that I'm also understanding about some of this, these functionalities and what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm just kind of here to guide you guys into your heart. Stability, be stable, meditation, all of these things are very important because the more information that you're processing through your chemical computer, right? This is just a chemical computer. Your brain is just a chemical computer. That's why your chemical computer, your brain that you grew in that skull, has a very hard time discerning who you are. It does not know who you are, okay? Stop asking your brain who you are. Start asking your heart. Your brain doesn't know anything. However old you are on this planet, that's how old your brain is, okay? Your heart has a connection to your soul, okay? Same thing when you make a clone, okay? Some of these clones only have 3 chakra system. They don't have a heart, okay? What I'm trying to get to is that heart is the connection to spirit, which is the connection to creator or the original creator of your soul, which is our fiber optic connection to the universe on a gravity A phone calling home, okay? Again, pump the brakes. All right, I feel like I caught up. Secondly, how are you guys doing out there? Oh, is that what you think about? Dude, these downloads came by through, Tiamat, Nibiru, talking to my Anunnaki dude. I'm listening to these stories and I'm like, wait, bro, let me get this straight. So your race, the Anunnaki, was created between the Federation of Light and the Orion Empire. And you guys were supposed to be part of the royal bloodlines to actually rule, so we'd stop fighting over these huge galactic organizations. They made a hybrid race, 50-50. And you guys are the 14, 15-foot dudes that, they made. And I was getting like, yeah. And then I was getting Tiamat, again, from this download and from some of Sitchin's work, that the Guardians and the dudes on, Tiamat were like 50, 60 feet tall, bro. So they looked at Anunnaki, 15, 20-foot giants, right? Just like, just probably like how the Anunnaki look at us. Like, we're the little guys, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm sitting here in this time loop. I'm sitting here, since all time is happening simultaneously in the 5th dimensional construct of consciousness, which we are flowing through, and we are actually embracing, and some of us are actually about to lift off the ground with the frequency going higher and higher as the Schumann goes up. What I'm trying to get to is that as I start to unravel the history tale of the human species with my own higher selves, without all of this foreign, biased, programmed, can't graduate 4th grade, so let's create an artificial 4th density world because you're too scared of stepping into your power and understanding all is one, and understand that we can be all one and all is one, and you don't have to give up your individuality. Rather, what I have to say is to some of these guys that are scared of their daddy is this: being everything is awesome. It still doesn't mean you lose your individuality. What type of individual person or being or conscious do you want to be being all? And I'm here to tell you, it's really simple for me. Be cool. Be chill. You see people that need your help? Help them. You see people down? Help them. You see someone trying to mess with some of your family members? I'll flip a smart car on a little turd trying to grab a kid casually. Okay? I'm doing casually. I don't know. There's something about us. They try to make this whole goo goo gaga gaga. It's really complicated. It's not. Treat other beings with respect in the same manner you'd like to be treated. Protect the innocence. Stand in your strength. Bam. Be kind, right? Be gentle. Be a gentle giant. Help people. It's not difficult. When you walk into a grocery store and all you feel is fear, bang your energy, promote love. You don't have to join everyone's frequency in what they're experiencing or what they're doing, okay? I don't know. It's not that complicated. So anyways, we're processing 3D stuff. So let's talk about 3D stuff, but I'm trying to break down my 8D walls completely on my night side, where if I get in a conversation standing next to my Anunnaki in front of a council from Orion, I'm going to have my own input, not just channeling it through my 8D. That's a different level of stewardship I wish for every single person on this planet. I don't want my higher self speaking for me. I want to stand next to my higher selves as an equal and go, yo, dude, I was actually just down there, so shh, your mouth and all your programming, which I witnessed after I woke up out of being in stasis for 5,000 years, is you guys are shitty programmers. Sorry to burst your bubble. I was watching C- programming for the last 39 years of this incarnation, and it was from lack of parental supervision and some sort of weird experiment you guys had going on where you're blending everything together. You're not actually looking at the output of the heart, but rather the evolution of what? Does that being, you ever ask yourself, does the being you make happy? Did you ever ask yourself that the being that you're making, is there enough for that being to be happy, and stop blaming the politicians, which are run by a bunch of Not the good guys, and we're not going to talk about those. But let me be completely clear with this shit. You can't have time jumpers and other ET species landing on the planet and actually in the White House, under the ground, six-finger gray, interacting and telling you everything that's supposed to be going on, and then say there's non-interaction. You can't say there's non-interaction when the governments are interacting with ETs and have been for 40 years, and you tell the population there's non-interaction clause. It's bullshit. I'm going to be the first person to call all these dudes out. I'm just telling you right now. You either non-interaction or you're interaction. You can't be both. Okay? What I'm calling for is Galactic Federation of Light. Get down here, bro, and start whooping on some things and just clean this out. Because let me tell you something. I'm tired of waiting too. And it ain't like, oh, please, someone save me. It's more like, drop my gear off so I can do my job. I'm tired of waiting for someone else to do what we can do ourselves, bro. But don't put me in a firefight with a penknife. Drop my gear off in the backyard and let me do my work. I don't need you. You think it's the first planet I've incarnated on where we had to clean up some things? I don't think so. Okay? My family out there across planet Earth, we're the Crocodile Dundees of the universe. They got called to this podunk Class C planet to clean it up. So, stop with the weakness, stop with the fear, stop with the BS. You guys should be asking real questions. Like, hey, if you can't do your job, hand me the car keys. I'll do it. Hey, if you can't do your job, hand me the car keys. Hey, you over there, nice floating on a cloud and light and whatever. Hey, check this out, angelic of the 9 realms. Hand me the car keys. I'm tired of waiting for when it's convenient for you. That's what Creator is waiting for. We are these beings in the physical plane. I'm not picking or pointing fingers. I'm trying to tell you, are we ready? Are you ready? Wakey, wakey, let's get it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to yell. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Okay, you're waiting for yourself to give you permission. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And all the channels and wannels and good day and everything that's coming through, I listen to it and I'm going, that's cute. How long is that program going to play? A good day. I'm saying it's a good day today is what I'm trying to say. Let's go. You know, if some of these turds need to be grabbed by the back of their things and thrown out of a building, let's go. In a nice, polite, political way, Russia throws them in the dumpster, for God's sakes. I'm just trying to be, hey, and in Eastern Europe, you find some dirty bankers doing weird stuff, making everyone in poverty in your city. What are we waiting for? In a polite, legal way, without hurting anybody. I'm not playing that game, okay? Not playing the, what did you say? I'm saying in a polite, loving way, remove people that don't have your best interest in mind. How does that sound? Put that on a bumper sticker, stick it on their car as they leave, you know, wherever the building they're leaving from. I'm just trying to say, stop being small, stop being meek, stop being weak. There's lions down here, ladies and gentlemen. We're the lions. Wake up. Maybe your mommy and daddy aren't lions. They don't have your soul. They're not an angelic starseed being that came here to whoop some booty. You are. So stop pretending you're sheep and be lions is what I'm trying to say. Stop trying to fit in and be lions is what I'm trying to say, okay? When you speak your truth, you feel good. Now, what does that mean? You guys can make a bunch of YouTube videos that are mantras to keep a starseed happy, abundant, and mantras, and loose them across the internet. You guys could clean up backyards. You guys could make gardens. You could teach kids how to use. There's all kinds of actions you can do that is not involving yourself in a conflict or something negative. We just create the new and go right around them. And that's what's going on right now on Earth. Okay? It ain't sit there and wait for it to come on the boob tube at 44 hertz. I can't even watch it. It's ridiculous. So I'm just trying to say, there's a fire in you guys. Stop running from it. There's a fire in you that says, hey, get up at 6 a.m. and go for a jog. I don't want to. There's a fire when the sun comes up and it's rad outside, like right now, thunder, right? There's a fire in there. Listen to your fire. Get up, go for a walk, think, meditate. Did you eat good today? Did you drink your fluoride-free water? Did you take your smoothie? What do you want to create today, son, daughter? Step in your power, step in the sun, step in your frequency, step in the proper vibration of your existence. We've been lied to since we got here. Just be real, okay? And I want you guys to know is that what are we going to do? You know what I mean? What are we going to do with what we're working on? Okay. I had to get that off my chest. And by the way, yeah, acquitted twice. Must be nice. All right, all right. That's all I'm going to say about that. But what else we got going on? There's a lot of stuff that I was reading in some of these documentational things. You guys just pay attention to what's going on. And pay attention to the type of people you actually want to take orders from. And pay attention to the type of consciousness that we're leaning against. Because some of this stuff we are actually outgrowing. Some of these things are actually not intelligent enough to actually coerce our minds. You have to understand at some point in your consciousness and in your intelligence, wherever that may be on this earth, whatever age you are, at some point you're going to have to say in a very intellectual and logical way, that doesn't add up. Whatever that is, and as I stare into the eyes of that being, it seems like it's bought and sold like a bauble, and they're just forced to do something. When you see someone under duress trying to tell somebody, I mean, look at McConnell. That guy was bought and sold like a cheap bauble. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Not to get political. Look at the guy's face. Look at his body. He's like, I can't do anything, even though I know I'm gonna go down in history as a complete turd. I can't say anything because my company, my family's company has a bunch of China connections, and I'll lose all my shipping rights. So I have to sit here and just do what they tell me. Guys, stop listening to turds. Love you. Okay, I'm gonna, if you don't know what I'm talking about, punch it in, look at the dude. That's all I'm trying to say. Use your own discernment, use your own awareness. Hey, every country's got him, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Every country's got him. I'm trying to say it for the parents of the next generation. Mom and dad have got to be the ones like, son, you want to see what a liar looks like? Look at this guy. Teach your kid what a liar is. That's a liar, son. Do you see how his eyes keep moving? Do you see how his face keeps twitching? Do you see how he's just reading off a teleprompter? Do you see how it's just an actor reading a script, son? Do you understand the difference? Yes, Father. Good. If we taught our kids to never be bamboozled, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Where are you going to go? Okay, so I'm just trying to be honest with you. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like, son, let's watch this and see how many times this being lies. Go. Oh, today we have the 1. And you won't believe the 2. And after a while, you get a 95% lying ratio. You're like, son, do you understand why we don't watch this? Yes, Father. It's full of lies. Okay, so what I want to tell you, that's how I feel. It's just more of a happy thing. Listen, I want more discernment for the whole planet. Guys, whatever it is, okay? We don't have hydrogen fuel cells. I'm like, yeah, you do. Volvo has a car that makes 700 miles on a gallon of water. Why are you pushing batteries when we can run our cars on water? I'm going to stick in that place. You know why? Because that's the place where the real future is. And that world has less and less room for greedy people. I'm tired of greedy people because they're trained and programmed out of fear to hold on to what they got instead of stepping into their power and being the best rock stars, heroes of planet Earth. They've chosen to be those that aren't heroes. They've chosen to be the anti-hero. And I'm here to tell you, as someone who walked in darkness and came back, mind you, I was a good person, went through some things, but when I was cleaning up old battlefields, I had to wear that cloak, right? The cloak of invisibility, let's just say. I know what it feels like, you guys. I know what it feels like to be a hybrid. I know what it feels like to only listen to one aspect of yourself for 6 years. I know what it feels like, but I'm here to tell you, if you don't understand why you want to be here, if you have to exist in a place where you can only exist by taking from others, how strong are you really? Okay? There's a lot of parasitic programs running on this planet. Do not become one of them, and do not let them attach to your family. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Can I get an amen? That's what I'm trying to say. Be part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. Okay. Woohoo! I'm sorry, guys. I'll change everything. Sorry, Facebook now wants you to verify your age. I'm sorry. I'm a steward of the earth. I'm an earth goddess. Amen. I'll change the settings. I don't know what's going on over there on YouTube. Facebook, I love you. I don't know. Are we like I think we're like ducking under the veil. We're like, truth bomb. And you're like, I don't know. Who said that? Who? Yoda. Where's Zuckerbucker? Is he in Maui? Where is he? Is he in Seattle? Oh, he's over in Maui, huh? Wonder how his condo's doing over there, huh? So, what I'm trying to say for you guys is this. Every single day you have the opportunity to change and be a better person. And okay, listen, I understand there's a lot of the world right now in the Midwest that's like buried in snow. Okay, check it out. I know. It sucks. All I can say is that, some propane heaters from Home Depot, baby, get in your garage and try to heat it up, try to, paint, try to put some tapestries up, try to get some fake grass, try to start moving it as best you can. I understand. There are a lot of awesome deep meditations you can do in the snow. Because remember, snow is Wata. When I do meditations and I put my feet in a stream, I'll tell you how I know this, and I'll tell you what's kind of cool about water. Water is rad. When you put your feet in water, especially flowing water, water has the ability to transmit consciousness very quickly. That's when in the Midwest, or in a lot of times I've had to go Pennsylvania when I was cleaning the Civil War stuff up, or if people have houses out there in the middle, say the Midwest, and they don't understand that there's a river or a stream or an aquifer going under their house. I've had conversation with people like, why can't I stop it feels like there's beings going right through my house, right? And I'm like, well, there is a stream or an aquifer or a river underground. It's kind of like a spiritual highway, because water can transmit and distribute energy and consciousness. So it's interesting that when you guys are meditating or out in the snow, try this. You go out in the snow, you close your eyes, you put your music on, you put your feet in the snow. What I want you guys to do is try to get on the frequency of Mother Gaia, the earth. And then what you do is you visualize your feet going into the white snow. Then you visualize your flame turning on, depending on how big you wanted the flame to be. You know, a golden flame is what I like to do. I like to power up from the sun. I put my feet in the snow, and then I basically go Voltron mode or Tron mode. I imagine all of the white snow turns golden, and then I go tree to tree, tree to tree, tree to tree, and I run the root system through the entire forest. You can do it with water, snow as well, okay? The main thing is that when you connect to Mother Gaia and nature, it's a very fast speed. That's why a lot of people, when they try it feels kind of overwhelming. When you actually plug into the neurological system of the grid, it's a lot faster than you think. It's not slow. So that's how a lot of earth movers and earth shakers and gritters can actually get around the planet quite easily, is there's an old system of not only ley lines and grid lines and these dragon lines, right, whatever the vocabulary term you want to call them, but these lines are all connected. So the fastest way, for example, to say, you know, go to Giza, let's just say, on a certain parallel, any parallel that's connected to that freeway system, hence that ley line, all you got to do is line up on the ley line. It could be 1,000 miles away, and it's a fast shortcut straight to wherever you want to go. This has been known for a long time. How do you do it, though? It's an energy body technique. It's an energy body, astral body technique, okay? There are some things that you're going to have to master within yourself to be able to operate in the astral and in your energy body. There's a lot of weird stuff in the astral. I totally get that. But at the same time, too, to understand that if every single being you ever bumped into actually realized your true potential, they wouldn't even mess with you. What I get a lot of now is help them. Can you help them? Light and night. Help them. And I do. Sometimes what you can do for people that are going through certain things is just to give them a hug, give them a smile, give them some tea, share some love, share the seeds of wisdom. You don't want to point a finger and tell somebody that they're unconscious or tell somebody that the program, it doesn't work. Okay, all that's going to happen is their 4D steps in from behind them on the right-hand side, steps in, and you see half of the 4D's face coming through the person. That's why the one eye will change. Their 4D is actually in the suit. Once you see that happen, the conversation's over. You might as well go bowling or bake some cupcakes, because you're pushing on the entire consciousness of the being that's actually trying to keep that in control, under control. So remember, when you free souls, you got to be wise and hip to, for all you healers out there, when you free a soul or you start blowing their seals, the 7 seals that lock a human being into a flesh suit, these little popsicle suits that I'm wearing right now, when you start popping someone's seals, you got to understand that you're actually stepping on the toes of those that wish to control them, including their night side higher selves, who are just looshing off this unconscious person for the last 20, 30, 40 years. So understand and play nice and be logical and loving, and understand that your true reflection is one of grace. That you actually just want to not only help their night side move up in ascension in their own way, but also to help that vessel become self-aware and step into their hearts. That's what we want. Cool. Whew. Did I make up for it? Did I catch up? All right. Happy Valentine's Day. Ooh, for all the twin flames out there. All your twin flames. Galactic flames. Angelic flames. Yodi, where's your twin flame out there, bro? She out there? Where's that twin flame? Where are you? Hey, are you out there? You out there on Earth? For all you guys that are with your twin flames, love your twin flames. For all you guys out there enjoying, if you're with someone or not, check it. Knowing thyself and having a great day that you plan for yourself is just as awesome as going on a date, even if you don't have, right? a partner right now or whatever that is. I know Valentine's Day is always like kind of weird. I think everyone this year though kind of gets a pass. You're like, yo, babe, I had a big trip planned, but pandemic got it. You know what I mean? Like, we were gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, everyone kind of got a pass. So don't be too hard on your partners out there. Love yourself. Exactly. YouTube. Love yourself, okay? I just want you guys to know that. You know, love yourself. All right. Well, this is fun. Okay, so yes, there's weird stuff being dug up on the other side of DC. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the political thing right now of what's going down, but there are a lot of things being removed and a lot of things being cleaned up. Again, that's all I'm going to say on these platforms. There's a lot of different platforms to look that stuff up on. For all you guys that know what's up, you know what's up. Let's talk about, all right, let's channel some information. Let's give them some heads up. Financial abundance is on its way. Understand the premise of your abundance and why you need it, why you want it, what you want to do with it. Understand money or currency is just a medium to access resources and manpower or lady power out there to create things. What do you want to create? What do you dream about? The easiest way when manifesting is what I do is where I wake up. What's the first thing I see when I wake up? Do I see white marble? Do I see columns? Do I see a mountain? Do I see the ocean? What is the first thing I see before I sit up and want a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? What do I want? What do I want to see? How do I want to feel? What are the smells do I want to smell? Everything. Try to make yourself and your home is a representation of your temple and your inner world. Understand how important that is. Understand how important it is to have a clean space and to keep your space tight, just like your body. I could even notice small things. When I take showers after I get back from the gym, even when I my fingernails or my toenails or I trim my hair. What's strange is I actually feel my frequency go up 1 or 2 degrees. Really strange. When you do like maintenance on your body, like you go, say, get your teeth cleaned, and then you clip your toenails, you take a really nice hot shower, I can actually feel the percentage of my frequency go up. That's how sensitive I am based upon how I take care of myself. So understand that if you guys are living in a very dense area and it's kind of cray-cray outside, okay, and maybe and still in Eastern Bloc in Europe, you can't go outside. It's still gnarly, they're still on lockdown. Listen, the better you take care of your body, the better you feel inside in that situation is gonna help you in your spirit. Okay, so if you're locked inside, there should be no excuse whatsoever not to be taking care of yourself, because now you have all this extra time to take care of your skin, your teeth, your hair, your nails, your this, your that, your whatever it is, your vitamins, okay? You should be focusing. Yes, Epsom salt baths. Make sure you put a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that baking soda in there. Try to extract, right? Trying to extract, all that, the boo-boo out of our skin. Steaming every day was great for me. Our steam room is still under repair. We're still working on that at our club. But I'm really looking forward to steaming and sauning again. It's kind of, it was like part of my routine. But steaming every day is great. Why? Because your body's actually sweating out all the toxins that you drink, that they're dumping on you. Oh, and they dump barium on you. Aluminum and barium. Boron is good for you. Thank you, my lovely sister, for reminding me. Boron is for you. Boron, B-O-R-O-N, helps remove fluoride from your body. Boron. Barium, B-A-R-I-U-M, barium is that heavy metal weird juju they're spraying on the chemtrails. Barium, aluminum. I think I misspoke in one of the videos. Boron, good. Barium, bad. Okay. All right. Tell me some cool stuff. What do you guys got? Give me a hard question. Facebook, look. Okay, YouTube. Facebook, it's a race. Questions. Let's see. Oh, let's try this. Let's see how I think all people that go live should try this. Hard question. I'm gonna try to answer it as fast as possible as I can. Don't ask me a question that takes 15 years to explain. Okay. Anyone know any good water filters? Yes, Berkey, B-E-R-K-E-Y. Berkey, 2.5 gallon water filtration system with fluoride filters, or get a reverse osmosis with fluorides, a 5-stage setup that goes underneath your sink. What do you say to your not wanting to wake up family. People that need to be shown through action, all you have to do is start morphing yourself. All of a sudden, you're going to the gym every other day. All of a sudden, your health has changed. All of a sudden, you're not making the same dinners you used to make. And you go, hey, bro, I'm not eating steak. I'm making this. If you don't want this, why don't you go ahead and make your own food? That's how you handle that, YouTube. Next. Anyone know? Come on, Facebook, keep up. YouTube's on fire. We got a race going on over here. YouTube is crushing you. What's going on? Okay, what about the prison on the moon? Yes, there is a prison on the moon that takes all the people that we can't remove out of this solar system. There is a lockdown prison on the moon for a lot of reptilian dudes that have been doing negative things, and that's one of the places that they're locking them up is on the moon. There's also a moon on the outskirts of Jupiter that they're using as a prison system to lock up some of these dudes. Yes. Best balanced field home tool you sell. Best balanced field home tool do you sell that you recommend and why? I like the manifestation castles or that sundial. Why? They're big, they're girthy, and they have a ton of shungite in them, and they're all magnetized. So they're like big vacuums. If you want to think about my devices as power devices that are actually vacuuming and transmuting lame negative energy, okay, and moving out positive, more awesome energy, it's a huge toroidal field. So what I say is that understand the weight of what you're holding is the alchemy and the strength of what you're holding. It's not like, that makes sense. The bigger it is, the girthier it is, the heavier it is, the more energy it's moving, it's cranking. So if you get a small bed set, I always start people with a small bed set in the beginning. Why? I don't want to pop you like popcorn, okay? We have sessions a little bit later, and all of a sudden, I'll put one of these manifestation castles, I'll go put this next to your head on the right-hand side, and they're gone. My thing is that you got to wake people up gradually, okay? I sleep in a 15-foot pyramid. Okay, but I wouldn't take a normal person and go, hey, action. It depends on how fast you want to wake up. Those that have a little more seasoned, that are a little more into the meditation, understand who they are, can control their mind, right? It helps. Okay. By the way, we have a huge sale going on right now. I'm going to drop it like it's hot. So anything you guys want here. The Buddha, being completely redone. The faces, I mastered the mold. They're brand new. And I fixed the Yeshua mold so his face is clean. All this stuff is going to be on the sale, which is going on right now, and I believe I did a Valentine's Day sale, so it's 15% off all energy tools in stock. The coupon code is LOVEYOU. Oh, and this is how much I love you. Check this out. Any order that you guys place over $200, I'm just going to hook you up with a $100 small Flower Life EMF plate. It comes free in your package while supplies last. I'm just like, you spend $200, well, I'm gonna give you $100 back for free. I'm like, here, I love you. So I made a bunch of these, okay? These are great for your purse. These are great for your cell phone. You put them on your cell phone on this at night. This is blue azurite, black shungite. I make all my stuff legit. That's all I know how to do. So any order over $200, you're getting one of these in your box while supplies last. I have like 30, so come on, dude. That's a homie hookup. So coupon code's LOVEYOU, and that's store.teamlight.com. It's any energy tool that you want. Happy Valentine's Day, and I do love you. Okay. What else we got? Maureen, hanging intention is everything. Manifestation, thought plus emotion projected. Yes. Janelle, you're so lit. She's always like, she's dropping knowledge whenever she's on there. Okay, Rian, can you talk about the Solar Flash event? Yes, I can. Okay, so let me check this out. Okay, the reason why they're trying to give you a bunch of juju, they're either trying to give you juju in here, or they're trying to dump some juju on you, or they're trying to put some juju in your water, in your drinking water. What are they doing? Heavy metals. Okay, what does these flashes do? They work great with biological things. Awesome. So awesome that I cannot wait. But what does it do to mechanical or artificial things? It's like an EMP. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is that detox all of the heavy metals out of your body as fast as possible. Take your time. It should be a routine, baby. Good water, detox heavy metals. Look up how to remove detox heavy metals from your body. There's so many awesome scientists on this planet that are all about that. But, pay attention to it. No, you don't want to eat iron from magnets. I like Nagato. I love you. No, please don't do that. Detox, yes. There's all kinds of things that you would What you want to do, like when I do my Japanese foot bath that I got for my boy, it's not he doesn't call it the Japanese foot bath, but what I do is that whenever I do that, it pulls the iron. That's how it cleans the stuff out of your feet. All the pollutants that are attached to your iron molecule get pulled out of your feet through this device. And what I do is I have to take a shot of pure amino acid iron so I don't kind of fall asleep during the process. But I always like to take my aspects have been asking me to take copper, take your colloidal silver, and I take my monoatomics. So as a carbon-based life form, as I clear all the heavy metals out of my body, what am I replacing it with? Silver, gold, copper. Why? Higher frequency, higher vibration. So no, don't put iron back in unless you're pulling iron, dirty iron out, brother. Celery juice, yes. I don't know what brown water is. YouTube is like, I love them, but there's like some like, let's get it. There's some things that come through. Okay, asparagus and cilantro. Yes, love it. Make sure it's organic. Okay, it's hard to, if you go to a farmer's market and you guys know the people growing it, that's what I would do. If I'm gonna make celery juice or asparagus juice, go to the farmer's market, support the local farmer's market, go out there and actually talk to the farmer who's like, oh, bro, these are all non-GMO. My wife would kill me. You know what I mean? Like, get to know the people in the farmers markets that actually grow your food. If you want to do like celery juice or any type of juices, that GMO stuff, there's no nutrition in it. Okay? It's like, 20 or 30% of what it could be. So just pay attention to what you put in your body. Everyone's doing the best. Awesome. YouTube. One more for YouTube, one more from Facebook. Zeolite. By the way, the aqueducts in Rome back in the day, the aqueducts were layered with the element zeolite. Why? Zeolite helps clean water and clean out heavy metals. So the aqueducts in Rome had zeolite on the inside of the concrete. So when the water went by, there's a filtration going on. So if you guys are detoxing, check out zeolite. Okay, Zeolite, zeolite. It's only 5,000 years old. What else? He said copper, colloidal silver, and gold. Gold. Inner harmonics, monoatomic gold powder. Gold powder. When med beds will come in mass use. I don't know. Maybe after all this weird stuff happens with these vaccines and we got to pull it out of the people. Hashtag might be a good time to release it. How can I jumpstart my 3D self? Dude, get to the gym, baby, or have a session with me. I don't know. Like, you can't run for me. I had a session the other day. I'm standing over the person talking to their higher self. And the higher self just like giving me their full dissertation of all their secrets. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to know all that. Like, what are we doing here, So having a session with me is a good way to jumpstart whatever you got to do. This is what I do in my sessions. Hi, I'm Rion. How do you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing you do? I walk through your whole day. I then help you design a better day that actually works with your soul and your spirit to get stronger. Because I can tell you one thing on this planet is the game stays the same, but you get stronger. So what happens? The game gets easier. I'm trying to help people get stronger in their own confidence, in their own life force, in their own electromagnetic field banging from your heart. So a lot of these lower program, these lower fear things can't even affect you. That's what I want for everyone on earth. And you can book those at store.teamlight.com. YouTube, what do we got? And you mentioned moo last week. Oh yeah, so the M's on our hands, moo, right? Moo, boo boo, Lemuria. So this is what I got. I mean, the fact that Tartaria has been covered up, which was a closer heritage connection to the Atlantis Lemuria timeline, to find out the true date and age of some of these buildings, to find out that the United States had people living here in huge glorious cities all the way back in the 1500s, to see the old maps from 1639, to see that California was an island back in the day, okay, to see that the reason why the conquistadors had to stop in like southern Mexico and actually couldn't go up into California is because there was already a very, very developed species of giants that were running the show that this cover-up with the Smithsonian and all these jagaloons don't want you to know, because if you are taught the real history of who you are, their control mechanism from the Vatican can't work on you. I hope that solves it. If you realize you're an ET from a different planet and you're actually not even from here, why would you believe a religion on a planet that was created to keep you in fear? You wouldn't. So yes, mu equals Lemuria. By the way, I love Yeshua. I love Yahweh. Yahweh is so Yahweh, bro. I don't know. That's all about just saying Yahweh. I'm gonna be honest with you. Love Yeshua. Love Yahweh. Love Jesus. Buddha, Brahma, Krish, Vish, Hanuma, Shiva, Lakshmi, Mary. Who else do I love? I love them all. Allah, Allah, come on. That's their version. Muhammad, Rad, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I like people that are nice and teach people to be nice to each other, minus all of the weird stories and things mixed in there to serve a certain agenda that doesn't have us all being one. I see no difference from anyone. You guys, when you grow up and you actually see who you really are and you don't even really kind of look human, are you really going to bring race into a situation or the different color of pigment or melanin in my skin as a difference? When your third eye comes on, you're staring through the suit anyways, and you're seeing the big Lyrian Andromedan, and you're giving them a high five. You're like, hey, I like your vessel. You're like, cool, dude, what's up? It's like you're working on a more galactic, spiritual, soul, love, all is one level. You're not in this gritty bitty boo-boo-doo-boo. We gotta do this for that really gets calmed down. That's all I'm trying to say. Is there speed faster than light? I think light is that constant mechanism. I think the light thing also was like a speed. Like I remember light speed was that kind of when I was on ship or whatever the rules were, you can only come in so hot into a planet's atmosphere. Especially, there's certain rules. There's like rules how fast you can travel inside of a planet's atmosphere. Then there's rules how fast you can travel outside of a planet's atmosphere. The speed of light, I think, is kind of like ground control speed mechanism for travel. Now, all of the really dope species, they just fold space-time or use the old, there's old freeway systems, the old wormhole gateway doorways. There's the artificial ones they can create. And there's also dimensional jumping where you actually, so for example, this is a dimensional jump, how a spacecraft moves in this density. So, check it. Origato, Mr. Roboto. So, I'm in 3D, I'm in a UFO, I can go this fast. Now, I think the max speed for down here, 50, 60,000 miles an hour? How fast can they go without making a situation down here? 60,000 miles an hour? Okay, but here's the issue. That's in 3D. So the faster way to do it is actually to dimensionally jump. So if you're going to go this from here to here, you want to go from here? I was getting in the middle. You want to go from here to here. Okay, so the easiest way to do that, though, with a lot of the dimensional beings and the Palladian ships and all this stuff in Nagartha they do is, this is 3D. What they do is they go up one floor, jump, and then pop back in 3D. They go around the distance. So you go into a different dimension, less dense, much faster, and then you drop back in. That's my understanding of it. Hope that helps. Who am I? What's happening down here? I'm like, dimensional jumping is the quantum portation of teleport. Quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement. Yeah, here's the thing about that. This is why some people say that the story of Yeshua or Jesus was made up. Here's what I like to say about that. This is the only thing I can say about this whole thing, because I can only talk about things that I can say when I've been here. One, I love Jesus. Number two, I love Yeshua. This is the only thing I can say personally for me. When my third eye came on in 2009, 2 years of training, and they prepared me and my team, the original crew, to go to Serp Mountains, Ohio. I was still living in Manhattan Beach at that time. I used to go into the church by myself, usually around 2 o'clock or, every day, every other day. I light my candles, I say my prayers, and I hadn't done that for a while because I kind of, went through that AA thing, got sober and started crushing, found out my spirituality. Well, I went into church by myself at American Martyrs Church in Manhattan Beach. Third eye's on. I down on my knee, and I look up, almost like, I don't like kneel. I do that like, almost like football, take a knee. Like you don't know if I'm going to tackle you or it's like a knight, how a knight used to take a knee. And I go, what do I need to know? Tell me. And Yeshua and Mary appeared before me, glowing blue. and they were about 20, 40 feet tall. They were the full size of the cathedral's roof. He did not show me his size in this weird little compressed human version. He was dope. He was big, dude. I don't know. They were like 35, 40 feet tall. I was looking up like this, and my throat at that time was not on. Remember, I told you guys for the first 8 or 9 months I could see, but I couldn't hear. Okay. So I said, what do I have to know about Ohio? What am I getting involved in? And he says, and I just saw Yeshua go like this. That's what he did. And I said, it's a fight. And he goes, it's a fight. So the story of Yeshua and Jesus, these guys have been trying to propagate. You know what I mean? I love that. But as far as my own understanding of knowing these guys and Yeshua and myself in, the higher planes of existence, yes, Yeshua and Jesus is real for me and for many people, but not many people have actually seen the dude show up in front of them, maybe in dream time or whatnot. And I actually got to see what more of his real form was, not the little human form, but the energy behind that being. So yes, I do believe that being does exist. To answer your question on YouTube, Jesus and Yeshua, bro, flip flops, walking on the beach, bro. I've been carrying you the whole time when it got difficult. Okay. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. I don't know. I just love you guys. We're crushing it. Pay attention in the U.S. Like I said in these past videos, right? Disclosure, 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 disclosure. It's coming. Coming. We got 3 more weeks? 2 more weeks before notifications. Is it too much? They're like, And I'm like, I know. But they're like, what can I say? Rion, Rion, you've said enough. Okay. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And remember what I said in the past video. Watch that past video. What I said is the copy and paste situation has to pop off somewhere first, here first. Organization, function, copy and paste to everyone else. And we're setting it off over here. So you guys stay in your hearts. I love and appreciate you guys. Right? And I wish everyone a blessed week, very blessed week. And check out store.teamlight.com. Coupon code is LOVEYOU. And any order of all the, all the light tool stuff. And you guys, I got all kinds of different ones. And I'm just getting to it, which one are you going to get hooked up with. So you guys make an order over $200. I'm shooting this for you. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you. Okay. Whew. All right, you guys, I hope that was a good dissertation for your week. Hey, you guys are very, very strong. Remember the strength you have inside of yourselves, all right? Both, So I love you guys very, very much. All right, Yodi, say bye to YouTube. All righty, bye-bye, YouTube. Peace.